The round of our first map, SKADE will be on the T side start. My pick to win this map at the very least, possibly this series as well. I'm going to go 2-1 though. I think that maybe Anonymo could pick up Nuke, and they could pick up the pistol right here as Snax gets involved, eats up 2 players immediately into the short control 4 versus 2 situation. However, Anonymo holding back on the defensive. They have been able to gain the advantage. The bomb plant might be conceded, but the retake should be on here. Innocent's got to go down, and indeed, dupreeh gets the kill.
That's an important move coming through from SKADE, knowing the numbers are in a disadvantage to themselves. Get that bomb plant in, try and take the fight immediately. Cut off those rotators, try and bring it back to a 2 versus 2. Rainwaker's been able to catch off the con player, but they've got to work together. dupreeh press 4 is going to get swung on by a couple of players. Rainwaker gets one, and so does dupreeh. Back to the 1 versus 1, and Kylar's got to be able to tap this bomb and try and draw him into the open.
Got no kit, sticking the full 10 seconds. When's the swing from Rainwaker? He's got to come up right about now. Sees his man, taps through, misses the headshots, but he forced him off the bomb, and that should win the round regardless. Utility around will lose his life, but he does gain the pistol for SKADE.
And even in that sort of rounds, right, we kind of talk about what are the win conditions. Winning a 4 versus 2, like how has that happened from SKADE? You've got 2 players, yeah, you've got a bridge smoke to provide a little bit of safety. Getting over back though from Anonymo, just having some more presence back up towards A. Slow walk out from Monster, no util. This is incredibly dry out from SKADE. They've already done a little bit of opening damage. Oxygen trying to see if he can continue up with that Mac 10, but now the read is here. The CTs can come into numbers, and a lot of damage is coming back. mynio finds 2 with the deagle.
And there was a collateral deagle shot on the players that lined up there, so 3-on-2 advantage again for the CT side. Pistols working well, boosted up. Rainwaker spotted by Snax. He's not going to take him down. The Vammer of Kylar swinging in from short, though, could take him out in the end. dupreeh has got to come up huge, especially as the last man standing. Runs out of ammo here towards ramp. Players are tagged up across the board, him in particular at 18 points of HP. Flashbang in swing on Kylar. Spray is not good enough, and this will be a defuse for Anonymo. A pistol to return to a conversion for the CT side.
Oh, well done. Decent stack up towards that B side, and I think you're right about that collateral shot coming through from mynio out towards the right side of Graffiti. They just were able to keep pressing that issue down, keep trying to...
Losing very little in terms of the kills here for SKADE. Damage has been done pretty significantly to Denny. And Mino is going to be the first man down to Oxygen, so Kylar waiting at the mid-control, ready for the flank coming through. No, he's not actually. The Glock gets the kill, and it's a 5 versus 3. SKADE have access to the A site. They can get the bomb plant from here.
This looks so winnable. 2 AKs being picked up, and you've even got a late lurk that can try and cut off the con player. So even Snax is down at 22 points of health, and they've got no idea about Denny. This should be an easy kill again for the T side onto Snax.
He's wrapped up with 2 more players to join in, but the Glock comes up with another good kill, and now 2 standing for the Anonymo side. SKADE are decimating, and it looks like they will steal away a eco round from the CT side. Innocent's got no choice but to try and stay alive, taking so much damage to that deagle. An unreal showing there from SKADE, and it all came down to the map control. You talked about Anonymo being able to hold themselves together, but in that bathrooms area, in that mid position where SKADE were just able to go relatively uncontested until the hit came through, like they found the right angles at the right moments, and that piece of the map definitely comes up good here for the T side.
For Anonymo, at what point do we see the gamble rotation start coming back up towards the A side? The molly even spreading onto Kylar's position. He tried to get out of there, but he was burning too much.
To 3 players, down to about 53 HP, thereabouts. mynio comes up with the kill on the round here for the CT side. The FAMAS striking and now looking for more contact. Seeing 1 player at bathrooms, good flash in, will draw him out the open, and Snax gets a kill in with the deagle. SHiPZ turns it back around. Then he's got a swing, sees that player still there towards the corner. mynio coming up with the kill. SHiPZ doubles up, but mynio triples up instead. SHiPZ now on 4 points of health in a 1 versus 2.
In a position where they're running into the stack. They don't really have that info. They were able to get the opening 5 versus 4, but really good crossfires get set up on the site. That nade did a... You normally see them playing quite passive with 2 players, but there's actually 3. Bit of an off angle coming through from Snax, finding that first, trying to see if they can bait in more aggression, but SHiPZ is the one to find a double, and now they know about Kylar. This opens up an avenue out from the bathrooms and Divided to continue that bomb going forward, but Kylar holds and does decent damage.
The site, awkward and very risky plant open for Bank. Innocent can't get there to punish it. Then he's just going to try to punish him. Taps still on the headshot, takes him down, and all left to Kai in a 1 versus 2. And that might have been able to work, but even then that would have been risky. And to think as well, there was a kit if we just took a detour off towards the other side of the bathrooms entrance. So
Util.
Moving receive, almost lined up for him. Denny gets that one, innocent with the trade. Oxygen responds to him, and Kai now has his own AWP. Snax back line of the B site. Smoke to keep him suppressed, so it's all down to the Toxic Barrels player. They haven't checked it. He gets 2 kills on the spray transfer. Snax gets one that leaves it to one of Oxygen. Sees his man, takes it down one-on-one. No info on where Kylar's at, though. Very open plant. The M4 could spray to the edge of the smoke. Oxygen still thinks he's coming in from the back lines, but no. Kylar with his flank comes up with the kill, comes up with a 3rd round for Anonymo.
Jeez, I honestly cannot remember the last time this early into a map that we're seeing this amount of clutches coming through. So many 1v1 situations from both respected sides. But for Anonymo, it was one player in particular that I reckon secured that round.
Well, that's all I've seen. Suppress the T side for the moment. Denny does come up with the opening kill, but Kylar can respond over on the A.
Snax has got a good angle, does get baited out though, but just a shoulder bait out from the connector position, and Kylar's been forced aggressively. The Galil finds an opening kill, and Snax needs help. He needs rotations to come through quickly. He's got to try and hold with the NWP, and it doesn't happen. Great entries coming through over from the T side. Time's incredibly low. mynio's been able to get into a position, but he whiffs the spray completely, and Innocent now at a 1 versus 4. SKADE, what a return from them up towards the A side. I just can't believe that Anonymo struggled that much to hear from Innocent. He's going to have a really big challenge up towards his B side, and SHiPZ just wide swings. Well, that's instant save. First time Anonymo.
They're taking the advantage for it. 5 players up, I should say. 8 rounds on the board for the T side, and a tactical pause going to get happy. You know, they're happy just to hold their standard defaults, disallow the opportunities. Really, that's probably coming through, and actually strike to an opening kill. Kai takes dennyslaw down. Snax. Oh, he knows. Sees them below that small gap. A lot of people aren't aware of that little gap and below the woods. He's got backup also on the way. Smokes down. Second CT in position, ready to receive. M4 turned away from that corner. Gets the bomb to drop. Secondary frag also found. SHiPZ will find a response kill, but 25 points of health now. Got to get rid of that AWP. Make sure the CTs can't save it. Nice to get rid of the AK as well if possible, but 3 seconds. He's definitely going down. He ideally has to go down before time, and indeed he will be able to do so. So, 4th to the board of Anonymo. No AWP can get picked up. They are on track to do something of that sort of effect, especially with the opening kills continuing to come through for them. Snax, the very tight angle on dennyslaw, gets that kill. Kylar with the M4 watching out for the next man, but again, SHiPZ with his faces are looking real good. 4 on 4. But look at Innocent, look at how far he creeps up, and the information they're going to get out of this. dupreeh has no idea, and he's a dead man. Man advantage regained. SHiPZ going to have to fight to regain his part of the map. Might be able to catch them both. Oh! Almost gets the collateral. The tag on a second man is good, but it's still...
They're not rotating. This is going to be a B-pop.
Off angle for Kylar to receive. Flashes over. Blind up. SHiPZ gets his 3rd kill in this round. Possibly a quadra. Yes, he does.
Hope that SHiPZ isn't going to find him. Can he find the ace? Oh, he's getting a decent read on this. AWP might have to get the no-scope in. Good shot from Snax. It holds on to it. SHiPZ not quite getting that final kill, but look, I think there was a moment, right, in 2018 and 2019 that SHiPZ was instead of SKADE just trying to take the fight straight away onto Snax, they're instead just getting map control out from long. They keep pressing forward. Snax actually does catch out dupreeh. A lot of damage in response. Oxygen trying to see if they can trade. Great utility there coming through. Just to try to block off that vision, allow Snax to get back over, but they don't know about the long players.
Don't know about the connector players either. The Innocent spray is again awkward. Kai can trade it. It's a 4 versus 3 as now the long execution comes forward. Kylar does take 1. Oxygen with a follow-up return. Kai doubling up as well. Oxygen with 2 kills, leaving it all on Denny. His AWP now needing to shine now more than ever. Gets that first, sees the second, re-peeks it, expecting Kai to reface, but looks away at the wrong moment and allows that 5th to come forward for Anonymo. 10-5 to the... That would be considered a little bit too much for my money. Oxygen does get things started off on the pistols for SKADE, seeing 2 more as well. SHiPZ there on the other side at short. Did see the second player over at Grill. And now hearing footsteps in towards the monster entrance. SHiPZ gets his double up. Now looks to swing for the triple potentially. Sees Kai with the bomb on his back. As dupreeh goes down, Innocent will follow suit in trade. So it's all left towards Kai in a 1 versus 4. 4K clutch up for him. Does find that first kill. They are just bottlenecking themselves in, but eventually he's got to run out of ammo, and SKADE will capitalise on that. 11-5 now, pistol. So wonderfully done. Damage to Kylar, Snax and mynio. Kylar on 50. Snax facing no one's checked the signpost. SHiPZ can come up with 2 frags. Innocent and Kylar can trade it though. 1 player left in the back. There's Denny in with a kill. Second player actually over to the other side as well. Double up for Denny, leaves it all on Kai. 1 versus 3. Denny makes it a triple of his own right. And SKADE just...
A minute left on the clock. Good re-smoke comes through from the CTs, but the Ts want to pounce. They want to try and press forward of this, and Kai gets the immediate entry.
Oxygen giving up the opening. Frag duplicator here towards Ramp. Got to fall back now, being known here by Kai. Can wrap in by mynio. Can get that secondary kill. And now Denny with the AWP. Snax responds to him up at heaven. Great shot to the head. And now...
Only gets 1 from that heaven position. Anonymo, 6 on the board. Okay, down 6-14.
Flash around the corner. Actually, this could get real interesting. He sees the bomb planter and does manage to get that kill, but Innocent with the trades. They lose the M4 to defend against it. Time is very low as well. If they drop that bomb for a second time, then maybe we could be on for something here. Oxygen holding desperate. Sees Innocent, sees his teammate behind him. SHiPZ does get 2 kills. Finally traded back by Snax. 2 versus 2. 13 seconds. Rifles regained. Denny's ready, but Innocent's not. Does manage to catch him off guard regardless. Duplicate in towards bathrooms now. Drops that bomb. Needs to hold on. Snax has got no time. Duplicate's got just away here. M4 to swing at the wrong moment. And Duplicate wins it. We talked about the in with the M4s. The AK's out against their nature. mynio will be able to take Rainwaker down. Start things off on the right foot here for the T side.
That they can still convert. They've even taken a little bit of pressure against the T side. The timing's excellent, but they only find 1.
Kai in with a trade, opening up the decon door. mynio trades back 1. SHiPZ on site, desperate to hold on. Damage has been done to the T's, but same could also be said to him. He needs Denny to come in and support with the AWP. Kai swinging out towards the water area, gets his kill in. Damage was done by the AUG. Denny known, takes that 1 frag, not quite that second. mynio will find the response, and Anonymo will be able to keep their live formation. Duplicate might catch mynio off guard, actually, if he extends at the right moment. Seeing the shadow, gets that first kill. That's a start, but now the Monster Act comes through.
Now there's the AWP coming in towards the heaven position too, trying to see if they can find a little bit of an angle to get another pick back for the CT side. A couple of players already pushing up towards this water position and trying to just use that util to fight off the rotators. Innocent finding the first, Kylar backing him up, but there is a bit of a play coming in from Duplicate with the AK.
Obviously, the backline's going to catch off the AWP player. If he could get that kill, that would have been fantastic. Oh, Duplicate, a bullet too late on Kylar. If one of that spray was able to line up, he does get a double up though. Triple in the end for Duplicate actually. Now 2 versus 2. Snax going to have to try creep in and join the likes of Denny. Join the likes of Innocent, I should say. Denny's got to try and find an angle to work with here on the B side itself. The USP is good enough to take down Innocent. It's all on Snax with his own or pow. Knows that there's a player up front. Does he realise the player coming in with the backstab? It's going to be a problem. Apparently not. Swing on Denny doesn't work. The diffuser's coming through. They've got plenty of time. It's going to be 16-8. SKADE taking their map. Undefeated so far here on Overpass.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
And steal away a 2-0, get us back on track with the schedule. And with the way this went to overtime previously, you can imagine that they might just be able to do it. Pistols coming out very quickly into round 1 of Nuke, and it is mynio the draw first blood, but Duplicate the draw first 2. Headshot trying to make it 3, does not quite make it happen. That's what Rainwaker's there for. And the most perfect of accuracy of USPs to kick things off for SKADE. What a start.
The T side towards those outside smokes. But for Anonymo, they've got the 1 player outside, but the rest of them are in lobby.
Get that first kill in. It's a start enough here for the moment. Oxygen's ready for them to receive out here towards the ramp room, and that's exactly where they're going to be going. The MP5 will not be enough to hold off against every single player here. They drop down. Oxygen going to need some backup. Sees 1 player, takes that bomb out of control, but only for a temporary measure. Kylar with the response. mynio next facing. Denny, awkward spray, comes up with the kill. Rainwaker with a very awkward peek of his own right, and that ultimately costs him. Then he's going to open up that double doors, try and bait in the T-side players, now that they're up there in the rafters. Needs his teammates to support here. Duplicate in particular in the backlines, being the last player left. SMG facing. Doesn't see anybody. Now he has been seen as both the kills come in simultaneously for Anonymo, and they get that first at the T side. By earlier now, same can be said here for the CT forces. Scouts in, burning alive on mynio's part, however. Duplicate getting the start. Maybe SHiPZ's damage was good enough. Oxygen really wants to press up and look onto a bit more of a headshot angle. Sees Snax, ducks down, now sees 2 and pays the price for it. 4-on-4, big kill for Anonymo. They have the B-site access, but they are expecting to rotate for it now. SHiPZ, scout, watching, hoping for a position, hoping for some sort of kill. In the end, taken down by Kylar, doubling up against Rainwaker. Kylar gets a kill of his own right, and Snax steals a duplicate. Very easy hold of the site there for Anonymo. And it's 2-all. Molotov nades on. Oh, this man's going down. Rainwaker decimated by utility out the squeak door. SHiPZ will also fall towards Snax. dennyslaw now ready here with the M4. Sees 2 players. Only gets 1 frag though. The bomb planter, mynio, falling back very quickly, just baiting using his teammate, and they will lose 1 casualty, but they've taken 2 trades.
Oh, that bomb's been dropped now. This is the worst position possible for the team. Up towards heaven, player in from secret, duplicate out from main, and from here they're just working with the util, peeking off one another. Kylar's going to be able to get a kill back for the T side, but can't follow up with any more. Snax now at a 1 versus 2. It all relies.
Snax might have just snuck through. Has he been spotted? I don't think the CT has, but he's going to have his back turned towards Oxygen, and Oxygen can get the kill in the end. So, 3-all to the board. SKADE able to respond to Anonymo.
Vent dive perhaps to come through from the T side, or maybe just an upper take.
What? Oh, Rainwaker, what? How's he got that much damage? And that's duplicate to come in with a 3rd kill as well. It's a 4 versus 2 bomb now on the CT contention, and Anonymo
trying to get into that pixel walk to get on top, and oh, has he landed it? Yes, he has. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Oh, never mind. So much for James Bond, sneaky beaky like. This ain't that itself. And he will go for the A play in the end, just getting that information slowly but surely. Actually, there is a player up in the rafters, I didn't read that. Oh, he still gets the kill though. Kylar's onto something here.
But geez, this is looking good. Molly out towards heaven. That's going to allow him plant open to that heaven position, knowing that Oxygen can't press forward, but he's actually faked it out. This allows more time for the CTs to get in rotating positions. Up from Vince's SHiPZ is the low HP player, needs to peek on his teammate and still connects onto the AK kill. That was a really decent attempt in from Kylar. He brought that round back by himself. He gets the bomb plant and still does more damage. It's a recovery, but it's not a round victory.
I think they all started off with like 1 simple spray on an SMG, you know, like that could have been a much more difficult round for Anonymo. And SKADE themselves, like they can be opening up the glass window. They should know about that. Still a lot of outside presence. Kai has no idea there's a player up here at double door, so the kill comes in easy. Denny can finish off the job on mynio, so 4 versus 3 advantage returns back to SKADE. And Denny's still creeping around for a little bit more on the outside control. They swing back, try to go towards the outside presence, and they're going to be in for a lot of trouble. And Snax knows they could line up for him. Rainwaker didn't see them crossing. Duplicate gets caught for it. Molotov's up. Rainwaker going to wait passive. Try to deny the bomb plant as appropriate. Kylar's going to swing back and go for a safe plant in the back of the site. No, caught off at a peek in. Innocent trying to find a response frag, but now needs to get 2 more on 10 points of health.
That's just not going to happen. Pete comes out from heaven straight away. And for me, that's just overcomplicating things on the T side. You've been able to get those outside smokes, actually...
Got a fast plays coming in actually from the Anonymo side. They might not be ready for that. Duck down, 2 kills being found. Rainwaker trying to play anti-flash. Damage has been done to Kai. They will lose duplicate in that particular exchange, but the CTs have fended off the rush, and now they're back to default for Anonymo.
Really good anti-rush nades coming through from the SKADE side, but they still do peek back in towards that squeak door area.
But if they can take down Kylar instead, they'll gain a major advantage above the T side. Flashes in, Denny peeking up with the orb. Innocent is ready to receive this. Man, but the quick scope adjustment is so thick and fast. And now Kylar's got to be the main focal point of this defensive. Does catch Denny on the shoulder. They know where he is. Can Oxygen catch up the pixel he needs? Yes, he can. All left to Kai now. Low HP damage being done, but in the end they could swing, force the issue, and get the round together. A 6th to the board of the CT side. Things are looking good again for the Bulgarian CT force.
And I swear, anytime it's like a 2 versus 2 or 2v3, that's where SKADE like explode. Whether it's T-side or CT, it's going to be a really big outside backstab play, and it's only going to be a matter of time until it gets impact. Oh,
and there's the kill on Oxygen. Big start, of course. AWP forced to adjust. Now pressed in from several different angles. See several T-side players. Only gets that 1 frag, and Denny quickly dead.
Scrambles the whole play out from ramp. Denny slapped with the AWP. Isn't sure whether he wants to look back towards hell, back over towards the ramp entrance, and from there, just some really good entries start coming forward.
Denny Slaw knows it is going to try and play an off angle. Will they read it? Yes, they will. mynio take a tag to the hip, but does take the kill to open things up. Move 1 point of health, you think down so low. Tries to take up to heaven, that's even worse. The T-side player is so close towards him. dupreeh going down towards Snax. Rainwaker does get away with a kill back. SMG could insert himself into the back line, but SHiPZ has dealt with. Rainwaker does drop one, continues to play the second man. 2 versus 2. You're right, the CT's got to stay alive. The USP gets the next kill. Rainwaker's found 4 kills, and Oxygen turns it around at the very last second. SKADE somehow
Weak door, and even for SHiPZ, maybe just hoping for a bit of a flash play and try and work in and around it. Sees the gun barrel 5-on-3. This is just too easy. Easy pickings, and he wants a little bit more. Get that re-smoke down, try and hide a bit of safety. Innocent pushes forward of it. So many back and forward trades now.
expecting Kylar to push forward, but he doesn't opt to do so. If he pushes in, he's going to have to be sure he gets the kills without losing the bomb control because it's on his back. dupreeh, meanwhile, takes out his next frag, and Kylar left alone in a 1 versus 3 with just half HP. 20 seconds to go before he ends up getting timed out. And the swing from dupreeh just so perfectly placed. 3 kills for him on the defense, and SKADE with 8 out there to spray through from heaven. Reveal his position out this angle, and SHiPZ going to let them cross out towards main, so Rainwaker might have a problem. I say that, and SHiPZ does get a good kill in. dupreeh got to look back down. Rainwaker gets the kill on mynio, as SHiPZ in trade at the very least. Deagle back out against Innocent. Innocent finds his trade to a 3 versus 3. Meanwhile, dupreeh's repositioned himself from heaven control. Kylar's expecting him to be up there. It's all going to be focusing on this Rafters player who takes fight and loses it. Now back in against Kylar. Oxygen still ends up with the kill. Snax towards outside, drops 1, but Oxygen has bomb in his domain. 1 versus 2, 18 points of health. Got to be so careful with how he faces. Got to get these headshots in real quick. Molotov's up. Snax creeping up close. Does Oxygen read it? Yes, he does, but doesn't have enough HP to win the fight. With 3 kills for the veteran on the edge of getting that double-digit scoreline once again for Anonymo's part. Wouldn't be a good look. SHiPZ turns up on Kai. By all accounts, the A.
And Rainwaker's now starting to hear a few of these footsteps out from ramp. See if they can establish a bit of a crossfire. Dry peek comes through. Oh, it's a simple double.
Meanwhile, Heaven Control's going to get regained. The AWP firing back. dupreeh seen here towards Squeaky. That's a good kill from mynio. Denny was also challenged towards outside. Rainwaker in lobby does turn around a frag. Now all left on Snax. 1 versus 3. He can't do it. As good as a flank that was, the man advantage was still too much to take over. Anonymo will concede that 10th back, the half being definitively won by SKADE. And the CT side are looking real good going into the second half.
The Bulgarians looking to try and get that win streak going a little bit further. Completely undefeated in snows.
Anonymo will be able to last whether they'll be gone or whether SKADE will be able to catch off something of their own, right? This is a good start for Innocent that opens things up on Denny. For the moment being, however, very quiet across Nuke. Other than that opening kill, Kylar could drop in front of another good surprising frag of these, but seen here, dupreeh and SHiPZ combine to take him down. Got Snax up in heaven, Dink down to 4 points of health. Might get a nade in. Innocent goes down towards Oxygen, towards the outside control. So it's a 4 versus 3 on the retake.
A tough retake. They've got the kit in play, but they've got no util to even flash out from heaven. Rainwaker just taking a duel. Kai's been seen out from the lobby, and SHiPZ just gets an instant wide swing. mynio in a 1 versus 4 might just be best to hold on to.
Actually, no, hang on. I keep forgetting that the bomb blast is
Nuke.
not as big anymore. It's Nuke, so mynio's going to stay alive, even if he pushed up towards the closest corner, so. Galil's in on one other player. Flashes over with a decent economy state. If they lose it, it won't be too much of a concern. Rainwaker gets that first kill. Kylar on top of the side. Low! Oxygen gets that kill regardless. Kylar and Innocent getting those trades together. 1 from Heaven, 1 out from Squeaky. Innocent gets his 1 and 2 kills, making it 3 overall. And Anonymo will hold down a defensive this time.
He's out. mynio's down clearing out the site when Denny goes back into
God.
a tub.
Oh, no.
What is happening here? Well, at least it's going to be able to strike for a kill. Try and get that bomb plant in, but there's a player that can swing out for the main position.
Oh.
And no, bomb plant didn't go down.
He was like a tick away from doing so. If he got that, then that would have been even more money for SKADE, and then this bite.
So I thought it would be the perfect opportunity there. Well, at least for Kai, trying to see if he can rip in with a bit of aggression. Does rip off that first headshot and back out straight away.
Could have gone for a bit more at that one. The SMG won't be losing much here for Anonymo. That definitely slows down SKADE's initial aggression. They were going towards the outside default with sheer confidence, and now with that kill coming in, flash around the corner, 2 more kills to line up. Kai does get away with a second, but not quite the third.
Been baited out with the AWP shot.
Oh, Snax. Adjusting in against Rainwaker, takes that next player down. 4 versus 2 situation. SKADE heavily tagged on Denny. Oxygen will catch off Innocent at least in the outside control, so that's a line back in, but if Denny goes down, then it's going to be round over and deal with that bomb being dropped. Now Oxygen is known In 35 seconds, he can't go in.
With a little bit on overpass and some of those late comebacky rounds was that they weren't able to follow up with opening man advantages in the next few rounds, something that they did really well outside in that last round.
The team's playing a bit of a passive aggressive control towards the ramp play. They have 2 CTs to deal with though. If they can get both of them down, then they have complete access towards the A side, or the B side I should say, and SHiPZ indeed does find one. Footsteps wins the kill, 1 HP though. Innocent will get sprayed up, Kylar goes down. They don't know about Innocent though. He's still going to lurk back here, trying to find an angle to work with on a retake. All denied upon plant right there and then. Trade from Rainwaker is good, and now it was
Anonymo making the mistakes. They were the ones pressing aggressively in from Hut. We saw spams coming back over from SKADE. The trades were instant. And SHiPZ with that lurk outside.
Saw the response side, they've got an AK in of their own right. Kai flashed in, duplicate reads his position when he catch him off guard. No, he won't, looks away at the wrong moment. SHiPZ can find that train. Got one more player still pressing past red box, that's Snax. He doesn't catch that angle though, they retreat off the back of that first kill. Snax will gain the map control and information, and meanwhile the T's try and act towards lobby.
Kylar pushes it, he's going to get caught off from Rainwaker. You've got to expect so much damage coming through from the spam, and they even read the aggression outside. Anonymo in that 4 versus 4 would just...
Look at mynio continuing to lean at the back, takes Rainwaker down, swing back on SHiPZ. SHiPZ finds the trade to keep the man advantage under control. And the T's on a flank out towards main. Innocent starts swinging. Oxygen could get caught off guard back here. Kylar now looking on for the AK, looks away at the wrong moment. Got to turn back on Denny though. All on Innocent now towards ramp. They don't know that he's there. He might have been caught by the peeking, but the bomb is in his vision. It's under his control. He can still clutch this if he can win the next 2 fights. He can't go facing too aggressive and he knows it. He's starting to look down the squeak door though. Denny starting to push up alongside SHiPZ. They both line up, but they do not get taken down. 15 for SKADE, finally on map in
for opening man advantages, and this might even be a quick take to upper.
Seems like it. Rush out, Mac 10 straight in, Innocent being seen. dennyslaw steals that kill, doubles up with a spray transfer towards Kylar, and Kai down towards Oxygen. So, 2 standing, Snax with his deagle, desperate to recover a response here. It's squeaky, it's just not going to happen. And it's just a shutdown round from SKADE, a 1-on-5 for mynio, with surely no chance of clutching this one. Door catch Rainwaker with his back turned, but 4 more T-side players to deal with. And it's all going to be an easy pickings kill. 16-8, 2-0 for SKADE. Definitely an improvement above the previous nuke, but they did take the series in the fashion.